with the memories like a symphony. And you and I, we got history, yeah. And when you're alone, do you say my name or you say her name? Yeah. My love, it grows with the memories like a symphony. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Wherever love goes, there is also tragedy. When we're in too deep, and you and I, we got history, yeah. Remember the fade in your eyes. I'm lost in space, floating away. Look at the stars, they find me. You shine so bright, it haunts me. I'm lost in this thick black sea of hopes for you and me. In the night I see you walking my way, sailing on my soul, your light.
2, 3, your heart start beating. Your room takes quiet, heart inside, I'm screaming. Do I feel love? I don't have a clue. Will you love me? 'Cause I love you.
Hello, ladies and gents. Welcome to the Telialigaen 2021 Spring Split. It is the first division. It is Fact Revolution versus Bifrost. We're going to be having the knife on the train. It's going to be our starting map for today. Following up with that, we do have Denute coming up second. First map of the day is the pick of Fact Revolution. As most people by this time know, this is a best of 2. You have the knife coming out, making sure we decide to decide. Bifrost seem to be winning that one fairly convincingly. Gonna be able to choose which side to start from. Seeing a lot of cheer in chat for Marco, as well as spread. So that's exciting. Quite an important match here for both teams. It's one of those matches that's, I suppose, predicted to be fairly close. Both teams, well, it's important points to pick up. So we're going to come down to these also crucial pistol rounds as well as general strategy, obviously. Pog spread, yeah, spread is here. Sorry to all players that I eventually butchered their name. That is just the way of doing it. We do have Marco, Tori, Berserk, Thien, or the NE, and Flavin coming up here for Bifrost. It doesn't appear like my HUD want to switch, so we'll just do that quickly manually. It tends to be a bit broken once they reverse sides. On Fact Revolution though, we do have Nieto, Jolie, Adrian, War, and Spread. Spread being a fairly recent pickup here for the Fact Revolution lineup. We are going to be having the pistol round here coming in. It's all going to come down to these also crucial pistol rounds. Fact Revolution going to go for a bit of a split hit. We see 3 Ivy. 1 already out. Tori is going to be feeling the brunt of this attack. Finds 1. If he finds anything else, goes for the peak. Marco helps him out with a strike. Yeto War finds he's applied 2 trades. Well, even trading so far. Fact Revolution, despite being out on yard, Yeto going to be rotating all the way around. Jolie finds 1 onto the bomb site. 3v2. Nieto actually opting for the complete flanker, going Ivy. Jolie again, continuing this skirmish. Jolie finding Thien and War finding Marco. First round goes to Fact Revolution. No bomb plant. Well, I can't please everyone, but we can do that. Since you mentioned it, there you go. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it's a bit of a 50-50 split, whether you play it on left or right. And then you have some players that continuously switch, which I find to be supremely annoying. Anyway, speed is the key. Fact Revolution in a bomb site. There you go. Across. Thien finds 1 frag up on the upper. Managing to pick up a gun as well. Adrian going to be coming down here. Mac 10 working with the aim punch. Thien goes down. Marco Flavin goes down as well. All down to Tori with a deagle. 1v4. Oh, manages to make it a 1v3. Doing some damage. Gets a second one as well. Jolie, Adrian, both low. Tori probably know this, but doesn't have that diffuse kit. It's going to be a rough one. He is going to stick it though. That is a 10-second diffuse. Jolie, spray. Doesn't hit. Adrian manages to connect the spray. Second round on the board for Fact Revolution. They do take quite a bit of damage, losing 3 AKs. Bifrost making those deals work. That being said, they did invest heavily into that round, so we're going to be seeing another eco. Couple of nades picked up here. Gotta say, feels good to be back casting. There's a bit of break here from the Telialigaen. That was the My Frag first season, but they were also done quite a few weeks back. Oh, the nade stack in towards main does 0 damage. Again, opting for this Ivy aggression here. Not a lot happening. Early stages. We do see the stack towards inner here. Gamble stack from Bifrost. Very slow, methodical fact. Not making any mistakes early. Jolie was already CT spawn. He's wrapped behind. Gets spotted out. Has to take that fight. Tori goes down. That's going to be the clue here for Bifrost. I don't think Jolie knows what is coming. Finds one. Looks for the second. Finds a second. There's going to be a third. Doesn't find it. Berserk finds the frag. Nieto dropping down. Finding Flaven. It's all down to Berserk. Managing to pick an AK. I have removed the skins. No, I haven't removed anything. As far as I can tell, there are skins, as we just see this beautiful red line. Is that the red line? I don't know. There's so many new skins. Just looking for that frag as well. Probably going to be trying to save that AK. How am I watching the game? Well, if you sign up as... sign up as a caster, you can connect to any game on the game or platform. 3 in a ball for Fat Revolution by Frost. It's going to be a very important round here. We do see the ult being picked up. A couple of orcs, a couple of M4s. Utility well on their side. Only one kit though on Flaven. We'll see if that plays a part in today's round. Oh, it's marked out. Finds one, finds two, finds the third, finds the third. Good spray down. And within 20 seconds, Adrian all by himself. Best get taken out. Flamen finding his pick as well. Bifrost with the first on the board. Very important. We do see Fat Revolution though. They're going to be opting to pause into this. They do get an AWP as well as a couple of rifles. Adrian though, only Deagle. Again, bit of a deja vu here. The fact with that triple Ivy pressure. Spread, finding the first one. The newcomer to the league. Finds an opening. Tori, going to be having pressure. Finds first. Jolie. Spread, finds a trade. We heard some in-game interaction right there. Player advantage, Fact Revolution. Spread, finding 2 frags early on in this round. Tries to boost. Does find the info towards main. Flaven has been spotted out. And I think they're going to be expecting 2 players in main. Bomb has been isolated. These players needs to be dealt with. Adrian finding one. Yeah, no. Going to be aggroing off of that. Swings, finds the frag as well. Good team play here. Dean left very much alone. 4v1. Fact Revolution. Bomb's about to go down. That should be the round here for Fact. 4th on the board. Good entries here from Spread. What appears to be good team communication and good control here. Managing to find out those players in main. Taking them down without any casualties. I believe Bifrost has a fair chance to win this map due to having one of the smartest IGLs in League 1. Yep. I think this match can end, well, either way, really. It's going to be an even match. See Spread being hyped up here. Team's going to be able to save that, or other than that, not around. That was, well, anything to boast about for Bifrost. Fact, playing really well. Let's see a gun just over to Jolie on this point. Very good buy from Fact. Bifrost are going to be forcing up what they can. That being said, their force looks pretty much like a full buy. Some would argue it's even better than the previous buy. Spread. Sees leg, finds Tori. Spread again. opening up that Ivy position, getting the entry frag. This time out, Bifrost not opting for that main control, trying to establish some Ivy presence. Fact Revolution has already left it though. Rotation coming in for an inner hit. Jolie gonna be faking that main retake. Well, Bifrost seems to be ready for this. Already rotating off that second player, playing a 2-2. Granted, one of them being in connector. Here comes the hit. You see utility coming out. Spread. Just walks down, finds one. Looks for the second, doesn't hit. Oh, we need to see Theme's body. Play them. Misses the spray. Spread, finding two more. Spread. Absolutely feeling hot, I would imagine, after that. Last 2 rounds, been the playmaker. Again, Marco going to be running all the way back to Ivy, managing to save that M4 most likely. I think Fact Revolution going to be very happy with this. 5 rounds so early on the board. That's pretty much that half secured. It's all about posting a lead, sending a message. Okay. Oh, well, Marco actually managing to find one before the timer runs out. Again, this is the pick of Fact Revolution. A map they, well, appears so far to have been practicing quite a bit. Looks to be a bit of a quick retake. It is a full buy here. Well, close to a full buy here for Bifrost. War. Gonna be holding for that aggression. Turns out of crucial time. Makes noise as well. Expecting a player hit. The question is, does he win the duel? Does he even take the duel? Yes, he does. Finds the angle. Theme goes down. Again, early number advantage for Fact here. It's been the case the last 3 rounds. Here comes a faint hit. One player going out. Jolie, meanwhile, finding the entry onto the A-bomb site. Spread, swinging out, looking for the frag. Finds the frag onto Ivy. At this point, 4v2. The fake into the inner bomb site has worked. Pulled the rotation. 2v4, Tori and Berserk. That's a risky retake. Might just opt for another save. At this point, it starts to become a bit worryingly because, well, you don't want to give Fact any more rounds than you need to. 6. That's already a very dangerous number in D-Train. Would like to see a timeout maybe here being called for Bifrost. Does appear that they need to, well, gather their thoughts a bit. Six on the board for Fact Revolution, looking mighty strong early on to this map. Bifrost, well, they haven't seemed to have any answers so far. Just letting Fact Revolution play with them. People have been mentioning Fiend's IGLing capabilities. Well, they have to come to fruition here. Bifrost, they do need to start putting up an effort. Opting for this main control. They've done this earlier. Again, Fact Revolution. They have Nieto holding that exit of main. And then they have the 3 players Ivy. Nothing new. It's pretty much what's been done the first few rounds. seems like Bifrost, oh, they're opting to go for the bit more defensive approach, giving them the back lane. Jolly. Well, he's not finding a lot, but he's finding a lot of infight. Time is running down. Yeah, right. Gonna be running all the way down pop, I would imagine. Spread, finding a frag. And Jolly, gonna be coming from the flank. Finds the first. That's Tori down. All of a sudden, Bifrost, back foot. Player disadvantage once again, and a double one at that. It's all gonna come down to Thief. Doesn't find a frag, War finds it. And all of a sudden, that's another round going in the favor of Fact Revolution. Bifrost. Well, they seem to be having a general idea of what to do, but so far, well, they're not accomplishing a lot, and they're not really finding the duels that they want, apparently, because they're not winning them. Fact Revolution again, though, looking very strong. The amount of input Jolly gets there, and War even finding the double frags towards the end of the round, they're managing to ruin the economy even more for Bifrost. 7 on the board for Fact Revolution, looking very, very strong here on the train. I do see the round timer has stopped. I expect this to be a timeout called here for Bifrost. It is not actually from Bifrost. It is from Fact Revolution. Alright. I mean, sure, apparently. Why not? Oh, apparently some FPS issues. That is not nice. We've all been there, and we don't want to be there again. I'm not sure why. Okay. I just realized something. There we go. I'm not sure why that's at 69, because that hasn't even been played yet. Oh well, oh well. Timeout has been, well, done. The game is being resumed. 7 on the board for Fact. They're going to be going up against Pistols this round. Alright, what? Nice one. Nice 2. Adrian helps him out with the third. Jolie on the other side of the map finding one. At this point, there's only Berserk left. And with a deagle at that, no armor, no kit. And the position has been revealed. Nato finding the kill. Spread does go down though, losing that all. But, well, Fact, they have money for days. Gonna simply just be rebuying that all up. 8 on the board. Fact has, well, won this half by a landslide at this point. I feel like a 5-round T-side on train is more than okay. And at this point they have 8. Bifrost. Well, again with this buy round, I'm getting a feeling it's more now or never, because it's just going to be too much of a gap here on the other half. In fact, coming in hot though, Bifrost struggling. Spread, can you find the first pick? Doesn't find damage, doesn't find the pick. Kobe. Jolie though, finds one. Jolie and Spread making some heartache here for Bifrost. Berserk managed to find the trade though. 4-4 in players. Appears inner is going to be the way to go. We've got a flank from Nato. Going to be coming backline. This should be the hit. Just a lurk smoke. Nothing fancy. It's not pulling rotations yet. Nato. Going to be trying to sell the take, I would assume. The Berserk finding the frag though. Player lead Bifrost. First time we've said that. This might be the hit though. Nate comes out, does damage. Actually manages to kill Adrian with it, with the help from the Org. Flavin is going to be pushing up hot. It's a war and Spread. Flavin doing a lot of damage, not finding the frags. Dean off to the flank. Marco finds War. Dean ends it. Finds Spread. Finally, Bifrost managing to get on the scoreboard here with a regular round. We do see 2 on the board. Well, about time, some would say. Bifrost. It's going to be a brawl from here on out. Apparently, hashtag Mark God is a thing. So far, take a look at the scoreboard here. Marco, well, he is topping the scoreboard on Bifrost. On the Fact Revolution, Jolie, Spread, Nieto, and War doing very well. Adrian lacking a bit behind. Same setup as the before here. Fact Revolution, Triple Ivy. Double boosting over the smoke. Berserk. Well, ready for the main push. It's all come down to discipline. Nieto, if you swing that corner, you're dead. Here comes the regular Ivy take. Nieto finding 1, being traded out by Flavin. Adrian though finding Tori. Number advantage, Berserker, evening it out with a nade. Well, bomb has to be retrieved. Spread. It's gonna be afraid of that main push, which is a correct fit. Berserk, finding Jolie. Jolie been good with the lurking so far. Not this time around. Flavin. Finds 1. Finds a second. Spread and War goes down. Bifrost again. Finding that 3rd round. Looking, well, slightly better. How Flavin wasn't spotted in main there is beyond me, but... The utility being thrown out towards that A-bomb site. War finding the initial frag onto Flavin, being late in the top dog. Well, War does go down. Nieto finds a trade onto Marco. Tori going to be fighting in towards the bomb site for a bit of a retake yard. Finds 1. Does get traded out by Nieto. Player advantage, Fact Revolution. Who needs tactics when you can just shoot them? Jolie running down. And Jolie also finding the frag onto Berserk. Managing to survive with 2 players. Fact puts a 9 on the board with a good old, well, pop rush at this point. Full buy on both sides. Well, the loss bonus is only on 3, so should Bifrost lose this, their buy next round won't be great. I expect we're going to be seeing an off pick here. Going to be finding a frag soon. No, misses the shot. Tries to swing back. Oh, takes a lot of damage for his effort. Doesn't find a frag. Or finds him. At the same time, though, Dean finds Adrian on the flank. Finds Spread. Finds Jolie. Dean 3. Looks for the 4th. Doesn't find it. Nieto finds 1. Wall finds 1. 2v2. Molly goes out towards the bomb. Bifrost should have info on the bomb. So you see Nieto coming up on the flank here. Tori, he seemed to be expecting it. It's all going to come down to timing. It's all going to come down to timing. Flavin looks for upper, doesn't find it. Nieto from the flank. Finds 1. 1v1. Flavin versus Nieto. Flavin manages to find the frag. 4-9. Bifrost takes it. Money situation onto the Bifrost roster. Not looking too hot. I should be able to get all rifles, but not full utility, or full utility and a couple of SMGs. And that seems to be the case. Being getting that ump. Then again, the money on the T side. Let's see. There's an AWP at least. Isn't too bad, but isn't too good. I'm seeing a couple of AKs. An AWP. Alright, there's a gun pile there. Never mind. That's going to be a full buy from Fact Revolution. Tossing everything on the floor. We do have a pause, and this time it is from... No, I can't see. I don't know. Doesn't matter. 49, Bifrost. Definitely struggling on the first side here on D-Train. Fact Revolution playing very strong. Going for the aim duels. Not really playing any massive strategies. Been fairly default takes. Jolie making it work though with those lyrics. Gotta give it to him. Thien is going to be playing up close with the UMP. Not a bad choice. Goes for the first, finds the first on the war, and just actually manages to run away as well. Fact Revolution, player down, Berserk, looking for spread, finds it. You know, it's already out B, finds one frag. It's all down to the damage you do, which is not lots. Flavin takes his head off. Point, Jolie, Adrian, they've been strong so far this half. 2v4 though. It's a tough ask. Need to pretty much isolate 2 fights at least before the bomb goes down. I think Bifrost is playing this really well. Opting for that 3 A players. Just retaking B. They know they have the player advantage. Apparently doesn't have a crosshair. Finds 2. Oh, there we go. Crosshair is back. Gotta love Go TV. Bifrost 5. Well, they had a really, really shoddy start, but managing to claw their way back. It's always hard to know which team has practiced which map the most. Being as this is the fact pick, I would imagine they have quite a strong CT side, but time will show. Can't really assume anything when it comes to these teams. Adrian though, lunging forward, finds the frag onto Tori. Spread takes a couple of bullets for him. Adrian finds the second. Again, Fact just going for the straight out aim duels on their own terms. Nieto. Well, he finds Thien, because Thien gets stuck onto the ladder. Marco finds one, or trades him out. At this point, Berserk, all alone. Looking very much like the 10th round here for Fact. I think Bifrost would have liked to pick up that 6th round as well, making it a bit more competitive. Wart finding the frag onto Berserk, and that is 5-10. Fact Revolution take the first half of D-Train. Looking very strong. Bifrost, well, they have indeed woken up. The question is it a bit too late? Well, it all comes down to the calling, because they're going on to the T side. A lot of you in chat was mentioning Thien. Well, time to see how he IGLs on the T side of D-Train. I gotta say though, my money so far is on Fact Revolution. Gotta say though, Fact Revolution opting to not pick up a lot of utility here. 1 death kit and a smoke. The rest is opting for armor. Terror side opting for a bit more utility. A couple of smokes, a couple of flashes. Looks a bit of an Ivy take it. Get up and close with those Glocks. That's kind of the way to go. Nieto, Jolie, they're gonna have all the pressure towards them. Berserk here. He's He's ready for this push, and the CTs, well, they are pushing. Jolie goes down. Flavin finding the first pick. Here comes the push. Dean finds one. Flavin. Well, he does get taken down. Tori. It's all on the spread. Very much alone. Works for the first. Finds the first. Needs to fight the duels because he's going to get in circle if not. And he does get in circle. Tori takes him down. Pissed around on the board for Bifrost. 6. They definitely needed this to get into the match. That push onto Ivy, costing the round. High risk, high reward. At this point, it was too much of a high risk, and they ended up losing the round. Well, not purely because of that, but amongst other reasons, that. We do see a buy here from Fact Revolution with 4 scouts. So tagging is going to be the name of the game. I gotta say, I actually quite enjoy this strat, but it's more of a like Pug playing for fun strat, but you never know, might work. I'll do have some bet CTs and go Bifrost. Split viewing. There's both sides. Looks like it is going to be the inner bomb site. That's going to be the objective here. I gotta say, Fact, I mean, they've been stacking towards this. This is a 3-player hold. Granted, 2 of them have scouts and 1 of them had Deagle, but if anything, as of right now, this is the best thing for Fact Revolution. Time is running low. Here comes the push. Nieto finds the head of Tori. That's the initial frag. Tagging being done. Spread. War. Finds 1 each. War looking for more. Does get taken down. Spread finding a second. Berserk is low. Jolie finding him as well. And the scouts making it work. 11 on the board for Fact Revolution. I gotta say, that initial frag onto the upper. And then, well, the tagging game ensued. Fact Revolution looking mighty strong, even with scouts. That's just insane. 2 scouts all the way back. Bifrost not expecting War to be close with the Deagle. Finds the frag as well. Well, what can you say? Just seemed to be working out for Fact Revolution. Well, they're going to be continuing with all these scouts. You see 3 of them, at least. A UMP and a M4. Spread, finding Flavin. Adrian finds the tag, looks for the frag, finds it, Berserk goes down. Only 3 players left here for the Bifrost lineup. Obviously to go for this duel. Well, does win it. Wall finds frag onto Marco. Dean, though, meanwhile, finds Nieto, but that's only the UMP. A find, but not necessarily the biggest find. Very much a slow around here. Deagle seems to be trying to pick off, but it doesn't really work when you're up against scouts. Oh, the yard has been explored. Double tagging here. Adrian Jolie tag teaming. Dean on the flank for the UMP. Look for 1. Well, it doesn't have the trigger control. 1 is all he gets. Spread finds the frag onto Thien, and that is going to be 12 on the board for Fact Revolution. Money still very critical here for Bifrost. Not going to be finding a buy. I gotta say, Fact looking very strong. lot of terrorist movement towards the B-bomb site. It's going to come down to war with the help of spread. Counter smoke coming in, which changes the direction. That's going to be a lot of people upper. Spread. We got to take control from the E-bot here a second. Spread. Finds one. War finds one. War finds two. War finds three. One more onto sight. That's the bomb going down. War. Can he stop it? No. Does find the frag. That's going to be a bit of extra money here for Bifrost. War. Absolutely making that hold work. Finds four to his name. Spread helping him out with one as well. Here comes the important round. Well, all rounds are important, but the very important round is we do have the first proper buy round. We still have a scout on Jolie, but Bifrost now buying up. Got those 4 AKs, the full utility. This should be their round, and definitely a round they need to start making an impact. Pop has been taken. Adrian finds the info. Sprays. Finds one. Spread finds one. Jolie finds one. All of a sudden, the round is in ruins here for Bifrost. Push not working out. Spread finding the kill onto Berserk. Thien. Well, he might be a technical genius, as the chat would have you known, but a 1v5 might be a bit too much to ask. He's going to be trying, though, with the ult. Does find one frag. War goes down. Still very much so an uphill struggle for here on out. Spread just holding the angle. Yeah, right. Gonna be making sure he's not towards Ivy. I'm not sure if peeking is too smart. You know there's no up there. The question is whether or not to opt for a save here, even because, well, you're not going to have money in the next round. The bomb plant might change that, so going for it might be smart. Thien just waiting for the cross patiently. Oh, not patiently enough. That should be bomb. Spread has taken some control. Thien, what can you do? Gets flash. Tries to time it. Misses. Looks for the frag onto Spread. Oh, gets flanked from all angles here. It goes down. Adrian takes him. Yeah, no. It's going to be 14 on the board. They do get them on plant. That might be another buy coming out for Bifrost. Yeah. They're too far behind to give 15 already. That being said, though, the CT side already started to build a bit of a bank, opting to play with those scouts a lot longer than they had to. So, well, their money started to grow. Adrian, only the pop angle. Oh, bit of a friendly nade there. Utility usage on pop. Again, appears to be the in-bomb site. It's going to be the eventual goal. They have had some success there, I suppose. Here comes the site hit. Does get taken down. Berserk. Spread fighting two. Berserk, though, managing to find the trade. Still a player on the A-bomb side. This is a spray. Thien goes down. Jolie. Berserk from behind. Finding one. Tori. It's going to be down to you. 1v2. Bifrost sorely needs this round. Finds the first. Looks for the second. Finds the second. Tori making it work. Gets the 7th round on the ball for Bifrost. Giving them a fighting chance. But oh my. Well, it has cost them. We do see a Galil coming out here to get the proper utility. Factor Revolution, again, they do have the bank for another buy. 7-14, Factor Revolution. Barely losing that round. Tori, making it work. Good to see that there's some fighting in the chat. That is what we like to see. Anyhow, Bifrost opting for the 2-2-1. Oh, yeah, no. He's gonna be coming up from the pop dog. Finding a frag. Okay, we're just inspecting Dean's body at this point. Seems a bit morbid. What can you find? Oh, Adrian finds one. Marco pushes out. Marco double walk, spread. Manages to find Tori. Spread swings wide again. Finds Flavin. That's 2 on the board for him. Fact Revolution up to 15. Good shooting here from Spread. We can see the newcomer to the team and to the league. Well, he's topping the scoreboard so far. Fact Revolution. Making it look easy at this point. It is their pick. Hopefully Bifrost shows a lot more strength onto the nuke. This is going to be a follow-up map here. Spread. Not finding any damage. Adrian finds one. Flavin manages to trade it out. It's going to be an Aiken. Search finding the 8-0. Player advantage Bifrost. Jolly though. The Spread. They're all making it work. Thien, Mac 10. The world against him. Fact Revolution takes map 1. 16-7. We move onwards to D-Nuke. Well, Fact Revolution very convincing. Hopefully Bifrost show up into the second map, which is their pick. Well, don't go anywhere. We'll be back very shortly.
Fill me out with your smile. Now the sunshine brings the light. Fill me out with a flame. I will let you in this game. Take me out when I'm down. 'Cause with you I'm safe and sound. 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 Bring that beat back. Take me out when I'm down. 'Cause with you I'm safe and sound. 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 I'm safe and Bring that beat.
goes, there is also misery. It's no mystery. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy. When we're in too deep. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. My love, it grows with the memories like a symphony. And you and I, we got history, yeah. And when you're alone, do you say my name or you say her name? Yeah. My love, it grows with the memories like a symphony. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy. When we're in too deep, and you and I, we got history, yeah. look at the stars, they find me. You shine so bright, it haunts me. I'm lost in this thick black sea of hopes for you and me. In the night I see you walking my way, sailing on my soul on your light. Come find me, I'm reaching out to you.
One, two, three, your heart start beating. Your room takes fire, my inside I'm screaming. Do I feel love? I don't have a clue. Will you love me? 'Cause I love you. Oh, 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 yeah, I love you. Oh, 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 yeah, I love you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back in with the game of Fact Revolution versus Bifrost. This is Telialigaen Spring 2021, second map of the day, first game of the season. Fact Revolution, well, they looked mighty strong on D-Train. The question is, D-Nuke, what can they do that? Nuke being the pick of Bifrost, expecting to see, well, maybe a bit more resistance on this map. Knives going out all the way. Looks like Fact Revolution going to be picking that up. Most likely going to be opting for a bit of a stay here. birthday seems to be the name of the game indeed. Alright, well, I gotta say, a very entertaining first map, despite the scoreline not being too close. We do the ticking down. I do want to thank you all for tuning in so far. Again, first game. What am I watching? First game of the year here, or the season at least, in this league. Good to be back and casting. Who won the first? It's up in the top right, but it was Fact Revolution picking it up 16-7. And that was D-Train, which was the pick of Fact Revolution. Now, though, we are on to new Bifrost's pick. A lot of Kevlar coming out. Door has been blown up, seems to be going down, or at least just straight out. Spread. You're very much alone. Fact. Just allow Bifrost to take it. Team full eco. Would appear sorry. And apparently it works out because Bifrost, well, they take the round flawlessly. Fact Revolution opting to stack somewhere else. A bomb site being overrun. Those Glocks, well, they are mighty strong at that angle. Fact Revolution though, opting to buy a couple of nades. Gonna be nades backing yard, ram, whatever. Bifrost, on the other hand, well, they got the buy, they got the guns, they got the utility, and they have the nades to the face. So I'm finding one, finding two, finding, well, three. Mark finding one. Flavin finding the last one. Bifrost picking up a second one flawlessly. Fact Revolution, well, they appear to just wanting the round to end quick and brutally. We do see a Mag 7. We see a couple of Mag 7 hit from Fact. Jolie, whoa. Well, they're not fully committing. Next round is going to be the full buy round. They're buying themselves a couple of Deagles, a couple of Mag 7s. Seeing if they can make the round a bit more viable with those. Flavin. Oh, Yard under attack. At this point, Fact Revolution can only take pop shots with the Eagles. I would assume. Range being a bit of a problem when it comes to the Yard. Bifrost. They're going down though. All players, well, the three players making the cross safely over. Dean holding that squeeze. Fly, trying to frag out to spread. Oh, Bifrost with an info. Doesn't find the frag. Jolie finding one. Dean finds one, finds two. Looks for the third. Doesn't find it. War getting a frag here. Picks up an AK. Flavin. Planting. Bomb has been secured. Crossfire setup. Terry taking over ramp control. Niedo. Double swing. Berserk finding one. Flavin finding one. 3 on the board for Bifrost. They do take 2 players. Fact Revolution though. This is where it all comes down to. First buy round of this map. Bifrost already with 3 on the board hit. People often think that once they win the first round, well, the first 3 rounds at that point are basically free, but we see it so many times. Teams win the pistol and then they lose the follow-up round. They end up arguably ending up worse than if they just lost the pistol round. So, finding spread. Good opening. Agility towards the yard. Looks like either an A or a heaven take. And fighting. Finding damage. No frag. Wall finding one. Corey finding the trade. And Yedo up close and personal. Tori bites the bullet. Marco finds Niedo. Player advantage by Frost. All comes down to decision making at this point. Marco retrieve the bomb. Looks like it's going to be a lower hit. Do see 2 players making sure that they have the ramp control they need. Coming back to escort Marco. Marco flips Adrian. Jolie finds one. Berserk finds Jolie. 4 on the board for Bifrost. Looking very strong. Again, very early on in the map to say, but Bifrost looking strong. Fact, buying up a couple of deagles, SMGs, shotguns. It's nuke. It could work if they eventually push into it. So far though, Bifrost opting for that yard control. Working the long range duels. And, well, we all know Mag 7's not too great on the good old range. Pretty much deja vu here. Bifrost just doing what they've been doing. It's been working. Lockout holding the angle. Jolie goes down. Nieto up close though with the Mag 7. This is where the shotgun could do some damage. Fine, it's the first frag onto Flavin. GoTV didn't want to register the shot sound. That was interesting. Fact here, just playing off angles. It's all about making that work with the lower tier equipment. They have evened out the players 4-4. Very slow, very steady here from Bifrost. Again, looks to be the ramp. Bifrost, well, having the same pattern really, going for yard. When it doesn't work or when they do get some yard control, they rotate back, take ramp and then split B. Seems to be working. AK picked up here for Nieto. Has the armor to work with as well. Berserk going to be holding the cross for anyone crossing. Misses the shot. Rotation down has come. Trying to deny the bomb plant, not successfully. Berserk from the backside with the nade with the orb. Sees the head. Tries to flick to it. Spread. They have a player isolated. Dean up on the rim. Finding two. Tries to get sprayed through the floor. Fact Revolution. Low on time. Wall. Finds one frag. Doesn't find it. Marco securing the kill. Spread at the point. Look at the orb. Doesn't find it. Berserk finding the kill. Final ball for Bifrost. Well, we do have another buy round coming in here for Fact Revolution. They definitely need to start packing a punch at this point. Need to start winning some rounds. Bifrost's already starting to build a bit of an economy. Terrorist side economy. You don't need as much to get along. Same recipe. See the art control. Oh, tries to go for the ult. Go for the re-peek with the ult. Again, misses the shot. Spread. Does get a frag for going down. Tori though, finding a frag as well. A-bomb site. Very much under threat. Being taken. Tori finding a second frag. Dean finding Jolie on the flank. War allowed. Walking straight into Tori's crosshair. That's 3 on the board for him. 6 on the board for Bifrost. I gotta say, Fact was looking very convincing on Train. Bifrost, well, they're looking very convincing on Nuke. Fact Revolution, well, they don't seem to have an answer for this Nuke play right now. It's all about adjustments. Tried to go aggressive with the ult, didn't work. Alright. Need to drop a new idea. We do see another SMG, a couple of Deagles. Oh, no Deagles, 5.7s, rather. Does get taken down all of a sudden this round, going in the way of Fact Revolution. Finding those initial frags, going to be swinging here. Spread finding one. What's finding? I mean, sure, who needs guns when you have 5.7s and just rush them? Okay, Fact Revolution though gets the first on the board. Well, in the nick of time, some would say. They do need to start building those rounds. Bifrost, we can see their money. They're going to be good for at least 2 rounds here. All coming down to the damage as well. Fact Revolution. Well, they have one AK and an all-up, couple of M4s. Should be more than enough to win the round. So far though, Nuke not going in their favour. Again, important map here or match for both teams. They do need to pick up these points, and if this ends in a 1-1, I'm pretty sure both these teams are going to be quite disappointed about that. So, Fact Revolution, everything to lose. Bifrost, everything to gain at this point. Or swinging, finding Mark out. This is what Fact did so well on Train. Just going for the duels, finding the duels, and taking the duels, and winning the duels. So far though, Bifrost, well, they've been allowed to just do whatever they want. Fact Revolution basically being outplayed more so than out-aimed. This is work. Spread, finally finding Flavin. Orb finally paying off. War, finding Tori. Tries to go for the wallbang. That's going to cost some bullets. Berserk, finding 2. He's on 3 health, but with an AWP, you don't need a lot more. Jolie finds 1. Thief gets the trade. 1v2. One of these rounds, at Fact, well, they can't lose it. It is such a crucial round. Bomb should go down. That's going to ensure a very nice buy coming up here for Bifrost, even if they should lose this round. Thien is going to be holding the angle. It's all going to come down to that first initial fight. Fact, well, they're making a smart move. Buddying up. Double kit hit. Here comes the take. He's ready for it. That's one. Yeah, no, trades out. Yes, you can write in Norwegian. Everyone's saying it. Anyhow, that is the second on the board for Fact. Not a moment too soon. They are starting to get some rounds on the board. Bifrost, well, it's going to be the final buy, probably before they have to do either a force or an eco. War, it's aggressive, finds 1. Flavin slipped past the net. War coming from the flanker, finding another one. Third, finds it. Only losing 2 players. Fact, well, looking a bit more convincing. I think it's all going to come down to what I mentioned earlier. Fact, they need to go for the fights. They need to try and engage on their terms, not just letting Bifrost run around yard, picking whatever duels they feel like. I think that's going to be the curse of Fact. It's how they deal with that situation that's going to, well, determine the outcome of this game. Bifrost though, they're going to be happy. So far, 6 rounds, looking very strong. We do see the force coming in. 3 AKs, 1 Galil, and a Deagle on top of that. Bifrost going back to the good old recipe, taking yard. Slowly, surely, doing what they can. Full utility usage. Very slow and methodical. Again, we're going to be seeing this aggressive player. I'm playing all the way in garage. Players are going to be rotating back. The question here is, do they go ramp? Or do they go into the A side itself? Smoke is going to come down. That looks like a vent push. Nieto though. Finds the frag onto Tori, goes aggressive. Man making it work, I suppose. Marco doesn't find the frag, does get the info. He's a bit of damage. 4-4. Spread is going to be holding that angle. Finds the first. Dean goes down. Spread, you're very much alone. A lot of players. Adrian finds 1. Spread gets him down. Adrian doesn't realize they're behind him. Jolie finding 1. Berserk alone. 1v2 round. Manages to find Nate out. Jolie finds the frag. 4th on the board for Fact. Well, they're getting rounds. That's expensive for Fact Revolution, though. Bifrost, they do not get the bomb plant. This should be a low buy or even just a straight up eco. I would imagine a low buy. Yep, low buy it is. Couple of deagles, tick 9. Investing a couple of 1,500 or so per player. Full buy here for Fact Revolution. This round is all about not taking damage more so than anything else. Looks like ramp's going to be the point of contention for this round. Nade goes out. Finding some damage. Not a lot. Bit. Push. Jolie has 2 fights. Nieto finds 1. Nieto finds 2. Spread finds 3rd. Nieto. Spread finds 2. Nieto finds 3. That's what I meant to say. Fact Revolution. Putting 5 on the board. Ramp hold. Well, it does hold. Granted, it was only pistols at this point. Fact Revolution though. Managing to even out the scoreboard a bit. Again, chat is back to discussing the calling strategy of Theme, which is nice, I suppose. I've never played with the guy, so I wouldn't know. Spread looking for the frag, doesn't find it. Does find a lot of info, finds 1 frag on the swing. Adrian finds 1. Jolie finds 1. Marco takes an aid to the face. Spread finding the circ. As well going down to Marco. Takes another nade to the face. Then a couple of bullets from Jolie. 6-6. The scoreline has been tied up. I think both sides are going to be happy with this half, to be honest. Bifrost, they had a good start. So far, looking at a bit down towards the end here for Fact Revolution. I'm happy we get to see a bit of a competitive game, as I would say that the train game was rather convincing from Fact and lackluster from Bifrost. That might just be my opinion, though. Spread again, going for this aggressive yard control this time, though. Manages to get out. Utility coming out. Oh, we're taking a couple of bullets to the face to get out the molly. And the molly doesn't really do a lot. Nade comes out though. That's pretty nice nade. Does some damage onto Flavin. Thien on the flank. Timing finds War. War misses. Thien does go down. Berserk finds Nieto all the way down. All of a sudden, a round that shouldn't have been of contention, granted the low buy of Bifrost. All of a sudden, one could say they have an advantage here. Spread going to be coming from the flank, but he only has an AWP. And I say only because it's not a great position to be in AWP. Guns are picked up. Jolie. Smoke's coming out. Jolie finding 1. Bifrost though, managing to defend the bomb. Going to be surviving with 2 players as well. Messy play that round from Fact. Bifrost making it work. Very simple. Seen with alert. Getting rid of a bit of utility there. That's always nice. More aggressive. Bifrost, Marco finding 1. Yedo finding the trade, going aggressive into lobby. But that means the A-bomb site. Well, that's Bifrost's. Yedo finds 1. At this point, Bifrost, they have full info. The question is, can they get rid of him? Nade comes out. Does a lot of damage. Actually, doesn't do any damage, pretty much. Jolie holding the case coming in. That's going to be the bomb. The question was raised, what is Fact doing in the last round? I think the same question could be raised for Bifrost here. Spread, even finding Flavin on the flank. Thien. Well, I switched to him to see him die, so not great. 7-7. I would argue that Bifrost probably have won this half with 7 rounds as terrorists, but well, it kind of depends on how good they are at defending, I suppose. I don't have any statistics to back up these teams, so I don't know if they're CT or T-sided team in general. I would definitely say a 7-round terrorist side is more than what you need on B-Nuke. Jolie finds the Dean, goes for a bit of a weird fight there, Dean. Spread, finding Tori, Flavin, quick onto it. Takes spread. Wall finds Marco off on the flank though. Flavin goes for a refight. Does find damage, does find a kill. Jolie holding the cross. Going aggressive, finding Berserk. Not going to be expecting the vent push behind him. Flavin, are you going to be expecting 3 players? Finds 1. And War finds the trade. 8-7. Factor Revolution by the scoreline does win the half. Although I would say Bifrost kind of takes it with that 7-round terrorist side. Half 1 being done though. I do hear the E-bot going down towards the second half. Ladies and gents, this is the Telialigaen Spring 2021. It's the first game of the season. And a good one at that. Thank you again for tuning in. Factor Revolution making it work. Losing those 6 initial rounds. Managing to get up to 8. I'm going to switch these so that makes sense. I think Factor Revolution, I think they're going to be very happy with that. Bifrost though, I'm sure to be happy with 7 rounds. I know I would have. Going for that ram stack. And that might be the right call, because here comes Factor Revolution. And they're going to be coming down the ramp. Flavin finding 2, finding 3, spread. Only finding Tori. Oh, but it's a fake apparently. Factor Revolution getting down the C4. So we're going to come down to these frags on the flank here. Berserk finding Jolie, and at this point, I'd imagine this be lost. Yes, Berserk finding the second frag as well. Bifrost picking up the 8th round for them, the first pistol round. Well, the pistol round, I suppose. I gotta say, I'm not a fan of this strategy that Fact's running. Sending so many ramp and then 2 to go in A and plant. Maybe they were expecting some more damage to be done on ramp, but it feels like a very risky play to me. Gotta say it though, Bifrost, whether they've actually done some reconnaissance before the game or just stacking randomly. They did stack the right place. Factor Revolution, well, they do take a bit of a punishment. A couple of AKs, Galil, 2 deagles. There's no doubt. Factor Revolution, they have the firepower this half. Or this round rather. Bifrost, MP5, Famous, and UMP. Berserk finds Jolie. So on the AK's removed. War sticks the spray. Berserk goes down. Well, 4-4. Arguably player advantage fact. Tori going aggressive into the lobby. Finds info, finds a frag. Nieto goes down. Tori wants a deagle. Flavin finds 1. Tori finds the info. Wall finds 1. Wall finds 2. Flip of a coin. Marco turns around. Spread. The newcomer finds Marco. 30 seconds on the clock. 78 health. He does pick up a smoke as well to help him out. Dean with the orc. Spread. Oh, it appears that he might be opting for the upper bomb site. Dean. Oh, he's going to be going for the lobby control. I really doubt Spread is going to expect this. Oh, he does now, because he hears a shot. Spread, the newcomer takes it. 9-2. Factor Revolution. Spread, again, the newcomer to the team. It was added yesterday. I'm not sure if he's been playing with them earlier, but he was very new to the Factor Revolution and new to the first division. As far as I'm aware, making it work. bit of a risky plant there, but actually worked in his favor, baiting out those odd shots. Fact Revolution, well, they do pick up the 9th round. They're going to be having a good buy hit, whereas Bifrost, they're putting all their money into it, but that is only resulting in a couple of Eagles and 5-7, well, some Kevlar. They don't even have a kit at this point. Where's Fantasy Spread? Considering it was added to the team, like, yesterday or something, I doubt it's been added to the Fantasy League quite yet. Slow around for Bifrost again. Aggressive into the hut at least. Marco finding one. Adrian finding two. Playing trades out. A lot of trades going back and forth. Adrian cleaning up the mess. 3 to his name. I'm going to be taking the A bomb site, it would appear like. Adrian and Jolie. Team very much alone. Looks to be trying to find a gun or something. Might be a good objective. I don't think going for this is too smart. Not without the def kit. Pick up an AK. Well, seems like he's gonna be going for it. I'm not sure if I agree with this, but see if it works out. Sticks it. Actually, just taps it. Adrian swings light. But so does Jolie, just takes the fight. 10 on the board for Fact Revolution. Bifrost don't manage to save a rifle. Well, that's going to be a complete eco from them. Fact going to be looking to cement that 11th round. One spread, cleaning out. Spread managing to clean up. That's 3. Marco does take him out. Might be some guns coming in the way of Bifrost. Question though becomes fact. Well, they're going to be taking the B bomb site. I do enjoy the fact that we have people just waiting for Marco to get a kill and then writing Marco in chat. I appreciate it, boys. Nice, keep it up. That is actually low-key making my day. Marco though, coming in from the flank here. Spracer after us, does do some damage, doesn't find a kill. Adrian. Fine. Jolie kills Marco. 11 on the board here for Fact Revolution. The buy is here. Lower utility here from Bifrost. Fact Revolution have everything they want. Arguably could force next round as well, should they lose this round. Although I don't think they're going to be planning for that. Thien off angle in garage. Finds one. Looks for the second. Finds the second. Does get taken out by Adrian. Nieto on the flank hit. Not finding anything. Berserk finding Adrian through the window, it appears. Nieto finding the flank kill. Gonna go for utility. It's gonna do damage to Berserk. Clavin finds Nieto. Berserk finding War, and that is 9th on the board for Bifrost. Making it look easy. Fact Revolution getting picked apart. The question is, do they force to keep the economy of Bifrost modest? It's a bit of a risk situation. It appears that they're going for pistols only. I'd expect a quick A push or a quick ram push off of this. Oh, I said it. Here might be the push. Marco. Aggressive angles here. We don't care what he did. Marco finds one. Looks for the second. Finds the second. Adrian finding the trade though. Fact Revolution. They're going to be going for that plan. Jolie, he's the ace. Finds the frag onto Berserk. That's an AWP in favor of Fact Revolution. Tori also know how to wait. Jolie finds the frag with that AWP. Adrian finds Flavin off the flank. Tori, sole survivor of the Bifrost lineup. Around those, just small investment here for Fact, and Bifrost just crumbling. Tori, I mean, he's doing damage, yes, but at this point, damage isn't enough. Okay, Jolie getting a bit antsy. Shouldn't be peeking there, mate. Other than that, though, making it work. Adrian even shutting down Tori, taking away his gun. Jolie surviving with that AWP. I mean, Fact Revolution just making it work off of those few pistols. Bifrost just being picked apart. Jolie making it work with that flank, picking up the AWP and making a major impact on that round. Bifrost, well, that's going to shake them up. I said they were looking so strong on Nuke. It's the famous cast that curse. They were looking very strong on Nuke, but so far on the CT side, not making it work. Fact, again, just once able to take... Oh, he comes to push. Nieto finds one, finds two. Doesn't find the third. Berserk going to be finding an AK for his name. Or Flavin actually picking it up. Jolie finds another frag. And Flavin again with the AK. It's all going to come down to his impact, but at this point, I'd expect it to be very minimal. Berserk off the flank, point one. Taken out by Spread. Flavin with the AK, 1v3. I would imagine a safe. Nope, actually going for it. Flavin, tag down. Yeah, he gets taken down eventually. Again, not sure why Flavin is going for this 1v3. That's a very low likelihood of actually contributing anything. That AK would have been nice to have in this round. Flavin now opting for the MP9. Well, I mentioned it. Fact Revolution. Once they can start taking their own fights, that's when they start becoming strong on the T side. Well, that's going to be where they do take those fights. 13-9. Still got a way to go. Got to say though, Fact is looking very strong on the T side. Berserk going to be anchoring this lower side with an all. That's risky. Finds one frag, manages to fall back, looks for a second. Falls back even to the control room. Looks for the second, finds the second. Third. Misses the shot, Spread takes him down. Player advantage all of a sudden in the advantage of Bifrost. No, not Bifrost, Bifrost. Spread though, making sure that's not a thing. Good shot from him. Flavin finds some damage. If that was an AK, that he would have saved last round. That would have been a kill. Spread making major impact here on Bifrost. Taking down 3 players. Spread looks for the 4th, finds the 4th. Adrian off the flank finds the 5th. And that's going to be 14-9. Fact Revolution just making it work. Bifrost finding those initial frags, but just taking too many peeks. Not having that AK. Just didn't work out. Spread. Absolutely amazing. Again, Bifrost. Well, they're down to Deagles. CZ. Should be 15 on the board with the Fact Revolution. It's all going to come down to execution, of course. Jolie finding one. Finding one. Jolie finding his second. Oh, they're making it work. It's all about making it clean. Bomb has gone down. Marco, let's go down. War finding it. Spread finding it as well. 15 on the board for Fact Revolution. It is match point. Fact Revolution looking to pick up. Looking to be picking up those 3 points here. Gonna be happy with that, I would imagine. Bifrost, all is now or never. They do have the full buy. One frag for each. Aggressive. Getting taken down by Nieto. Jolie, it's gonna be a push coming in. Nieto finding two. Tori giving it out. Jolie finding another one. Marco, you've been called a god in chat. It's all of you finding one, finding two. Spread. Misses the first bullet. Marco drops down. Spread. The newcomer manages to pick it up. 16-9. Fact Revolution do take 3 points off of Bifrost. That's going to be the start to the season they were hoping for. GG, well played to both teams. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed and have a very good evening. Until next time, do take care.
Fill me out with your smile. Now the sunshine brings the light. Fill me out with a flame. I will let you in this game. Take me out when I'm down. 'Cause with you I'm safe and sound. 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 I'm safe and sound.